Hello everyone. How are you all? Hope you all good. Welcome to the daily current affairs. July 20, we observe International Chess Day, and the motto for International Chess Day is teach someone how to play chess. And we celebrate this day uh, on the foundation as the foundation day of the World Chess Federation or International Chess Federation. In the year 1966, the World Chess Federation has founded and to celebrate the foundation day we observe July 20 as International Chess Day. And and this year we mark as its 97th anniversary of the World Chess Federation. And the and the CEO of uh, World Chess Federation is Geoffrey D. Borg, and headquarters is at Switzerland. Next one, Ariel Henry appointed as new Haitian Prime Minister. He appointed as a new Haitian Prime Minister after the since the murder of the President Jovenel Messi has happened at his own residence. And here, Ariel Henry is a neurosurgeon and a former cabinet minister, and he will lead the nation until a new president is chosen in the elections from in the September. And the capital of Haiti is Port-au-Prince, and the currency is Haitian Gourde. Next one, Armane Giridhar gets additional charge as NHAI chairman, that is National Highways Authority of India. Here, in previously the former chairman of NHAI is SS Sandhu, that is Sukhbir Singh Sandhu, and now he is appointed as a new chief secretary of Uttarakhand. And this NHAI is comes under the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Previously, Armane Giridhar, now Armane Giridhar is a secretary of Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, and he gets an additional charge as NHAI chairman. Previously, if we see the news, the GOAT plans to construct of 60,000 kilometers of national highways by the year 2024. And the Minister of Road Transport and Highways is Nitin Gadkari, whose constituency is Nagpur. And if we talk about the Nitin Gadkari, recently Nitin Gadkari inaugurated the country's first LNG, that is liquefied natural gas plant at Nagpur, which is an importance of the alternate biofuels for diversification of agriculture towards the energy and the power sector. And he also promoted himself as the brand ambassador of the Khadi Prakriti paint, which is made up of the cow dung. And he would promote the his Khadi Prakriti paint to encourage the young entrepreneurs to take up the manufacturing of this cow dung paint, which is Khadi Prakritik paint. Next one, Andhra Pradesh implemented SALT program to transform foundational learning in government school. Here, the SALT program means supporting Andhra's learning transformation. And for this program, the World Bank has approved a loan of $250 million. And this SALT program is useful for strengthening the foundation of schools, and also the providing training and also development of skills to the teachers of the government school. And the governor of Andhra Pradesh is Biswa Bhushan Harichandan, and the chief minister is YS Jagan Mohan Reddy. Next one, ICICI Bank and HPCL jointly launch co-branded credit card, which is named as ICICI Bank HPCL Super Saver Credit Card. Here HPCL means Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, where ICICI Bank and HPCL launched co-branded credit card which enables the which gives the rewards and also the benefits to the customers when they spend their everyday fuel at the Hindustan Petroleum petrol stations. And by this credit card they will also get the rewards by as paying off their electricity bill and the mobile bill and etc. And this is launched by the ICICI Bank and HPCL. And this is the credit card which is powered by Visa, and it is the unique credit card among the other banks which can be which can be which is can be used to the multiple uh, stores, and it gives the rewards for making of the shopping for the multiple stores, where the other bank credit cards are used for the only one category. And this card is also can be used as supermarkets, big bazaars, dmarts, etc. Recently we have also seen that ICICI Bank has announced it has teamed up with the Swift to offer a to offer the facilities of the overseas bankers to send the reminders of their customers in India, which means it has ICICI have teamed with Swift to transfer of the money from the foreigners to the India easily. And it has also launched that ICICI Stack for corporates, which is a digital banking solutions for the ICICI corporates and their entire ecosystems, which includes their companies, groups, and employees, dealers, vendors, and the other stakeholders. And this ICICI stack for corporates used for companies. It is a digital banking solutions. Next one, India Post Payment Bank and UIDAI made an agreement to update the mobile numbers of Aadhaar card holders, where uh, IPBB is Post Payments Bank, is a division of Indian Post, and also it acts as a payment bank, where now it has a teamed up agreement with UIDAI to update the mobile numbers of the Aadhaar card holders at their doorsteps with the help of the postmans of all over the country. With the help of the postmans, if we see that all over the country there are total 650 IPBBs, over that 1.46 lakh postmans are working in that. And by using these postmans, the customer Aadhaar card holders can be update their mobile number at their doorsteps and easily. Here the UIDAI means Unique Identification Authority of India, and the CEO of UIDAI is Saurabh Garg, and the MD and CEO of IPBB is J Venkatramo. Where as of now IPBB is providing only the mobile update services, but by going on it will also enable the child enrollment services throughout its network. Next one, Kotak Mahindra Bank signs MOU with Indian Navy for salary accounts, where this MOU with the Indian Navy enables the bank to offer its salary accounts to all the personnel of the Indian Navy, both the retired persons and the serving persons. And will it also implement it also involves the personal accident insurance and special benefits for the education of their children, and the additional benefits for the girl children. And it also provide the loans, provide the home loans, car loans, and the personal loans for the Indian Navy employees. And the CEO of Kotak Mahindra is Uday Kotak, which is headquartered at Mumbai. and the Chief of Naval Staff is Admiral Karambir Singh. And we celebrate Navy Day on 4th of December every year. Next one, Maharashtra implements Legit Doc, from blockchain technology to tackle issues of fake educational certificates. With the Maharashtra implemented the blockchain technology uh, to tackle the issues of fake education certificates, where this initiative will prevent the cases of forged education certificates who are being shared among the other citizens. And it has decided to provide the provide about 10 lakh digital diploma certificates using the blockchain technology. And this initiative is implemented on the eve of World Youth Skills Day, which is happened on 15th July of every year. And the Chief Minister of Maharashtra is Uddhav Thackeray, and the Governor is Bhagat Singh Koshyari. Next one, PMAY, that is Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban, has launched two unique initiatives. And the two unique initiatives are Kushion Ka Ashiana and Awas Par Samvad. Here, the Kushion Ka Ashiana is a short film contest of short film contest of 2021, and Avas Par Samvad is a series of 75 seminars and the workshops. Uh, these seminars and workshops is used to raise the awareness and the promoting the discussions of this initiative of this PMAYU, and the deliberation of the housing for all. Whereas this Kushonka Ashiana will provide everything by using the short films. And this PMAYU, the goal is to provide housing for all in the urban areas by the year 2022. And this is launched in the year 2015. Next one, NMCG, which is National Mission for Clean Ganga, approved new projects for the rejuvenation of 6 rivers in Uttarakhand. The projects cover the 6 polluted rivers are Bhela, Dhela, Kicha, Nandor, Pilanka, and the Koshi rivers in the Kumaon region. These are the 6 rivers where NMCG approved new projects for rejuvenations, which means these are the 6 polluted rivers were being cleaned under this project. And the NMCG means National Mission for Clean Ganga, and the Director General of NMCG is Rajiv Ranjan Mishra, and the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand is Pushkar Singh Dhami, and the Governor is Baby Rani Maurya. Next one, the first ever elections of this Balika Panchayat were held in Gujarat. Kunaria village of Kuch districts. These Balika Panchayat elections are made for the young females who are aged between the 10 to 21 years. And this is a unique Panchayat elections which were held in the Gujarat itself. And it will take up the issues pertaining to the girls, especially for the girls and the women in the village. And if we see about these elections, Bharati Garwa was elected as a Sarpanch for this Balik Panchayat elections, who is of 20 years old, and he was now pursuing her graduations in the distance learning. A total of 410 voters are participated in this election, and this will focus on the issues like health, educational, and the nutritional food, which is going to be held on the career of the girls. Next one, Goldman Sachs has opened a new facility in Hyderabad. The banking and financial services of Goldman Sachs has opened a facility in Hyderabad as a part of its commitment to expand its global center for engineering and business innovation in India, where uh, the CEO of Goldman Sachs is David N. M. Solomon, and the head office of the Goldman Sachs is New York, United States. And the Chief Minister of Telangana is K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Governor is Tamilisai Soundararajan. And the IT and the Industrial Minister of Telangana is K. Tarak Ramarao. Next one, United States, the United States, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Uzbekistan have agreed in principle to establish a new Quad group, and this by establishing this new Quad group, they were intend to corporate to to expand the trade between them, and establish the transit links, and also they want to strengthen the business to business ties. There is an another Quad group which is in between United States, Japan, Australia, and India, uh, which is maintained by the between these four member of countries, which is quadrilateral security dialogue, or else it is also known as Quad. And this Quad, uh, the objectives of this Quad is to secure rules and the liberal trading and the freedom of navigation. And Australia, Japan, United States, and India will also conduct an exercise called Malabar exercise. Next one, JNCASR ranked 23rd globally in Nature Index 2021 Material Science. JNCASR means full form is Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, Bangalore. It is ranked 23rd in the world in Nature Index 2021 Material Science, which is only the institute from India, and it is headquarters at Bangalore. And the Shanghai Jiao University topped the index from China. Next one, ADB, that is Asian Development Bank, downgraded India's economic growth to 10 percentage. Previously, ADB has forecasted our country's economic growth as 11 percentage, and it is downgraded to 10 percentage for this current fiscal year. And the main problem to downgrade this uh, growth to 10 percentage is the impact of the coronavirus pandemic in our country. And the headquarters of uh, ADB is at Philippines, and the chairperson is Masatsugu Asakawa, who is the president of ADB. Next one, Indian wrestlers Aman Gulia and Sagar Jaglan became cadet world champions. Here, Aman Gulia in 48 kg and Sagar Jaglan in 80 kg were created a new new world record as by achieving the cadet world champions. And this world champions 2020 is held at Budapest, Hungary. Thank you everyone. Stay safe, stay strong.